There's one person here already. Is that me? It might be me.
Yeah, we'll be.
I'm so pleased there's someone here already. Right, let me find. How do I go onto it on here? There's 2 people here. Like, there we go, live show. Because then I can see the comments coming up at the side as well. That might be 3 people now I'm there. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live show. It's very exciting, isn't it? David might be joining us. Hi, Amy West. 13 people here. Emily Robinson. Hi, Emily. 19 people. We're zooming up the charts. Hi, gang. Jamie in Bookland says, congratulations on getting 12,000. Thank you. We're on 27 people. Emily saying hi. Tammy saying hi. Green Butterfly saying hiya. We're on 27. I'm very, very excited. Mama G's Kitchen, hiya too. Lauren, congrats. I'm feeling congratulatory. It's not quite 8 o'clock, so we've got 2 minutes of like filler time. I've bought myself an Orangina, leftovers from Cozy Reading Night. Jane has leapt in with what's my favourite book ever straight away. Probably Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, or Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, or Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. Those are my top 3 books. But you're getting that for free because we're not even due to start the live show until 8. So we've got 1 more minute. Emily's a mere 12 and she loves watching book videos. Emily, I am sorry if I swear, because I do swear quite a lot. Liz had a lovely time at Cozy Reading Night, as did I. I really, really enjoyed it. David's just over there taking a photo of Minnie at the moment as we speak. James says he's trying to find someone to play Takenoko with it. It looks awesome. It is awesome. It's one of the best games I've ever played. And I've bloody lent it to my sister to take on holiday. Oh, we're wobbly there. I need to move my little stool. There we go. I want to. Oh, sorry, that's very unprofessional, isn't it? I just want to be more central. Jamie, I was thinking about Vlogmas the other day actually, and how much bloody work goes into it. In terms of tea, I am on a strict tea, 1 tea in, 1 tea out policy at the moment. Same as my mug policy. David says I'm not allowed any more mugs until I've thrown mugs out. So I take mugs to work, to school. I don't go to school anymore. And hi, Francesca. Yeah, so same as tea. I'm trying to get through some teas. I'll tell you what though, I did enjoy a chamomile tea the other day, and I bought myself. I feel like I'm really far away. Although David's going to be joining me lately, so maybe later. Maybe I need to be a bit further. Is that better? Closer? Yeah, I bought 3 boxes of Barry tea the other day. Bloody delicious. I love that so much. Right. So, it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock and I've got 12,000 subscribers, which is amazing. In fact, I think I've got like 12,012 now. Right, I've got 12,012 subscribers. What happened is with this, I've written down some questions that I've answered. I'm so planned, aren't I? I've got 12,000 subscribers, and the way this is going to run is that, so why I decided to do this is when I got 5,000 followers on Instagram, I thought I would do a live show, and I did a live show while I was doing my makeup, putting my makeup on, and I really enjoyed it, and I thought every time I hit a milestone, I'm going to do a live show, because then, like, it's just a nice opportunity to chat with people and have a nice time. I do these on the regular with my Patreon. I've got a Patreon book club where we read a book for the month, and then at the end of the month we do a chat like this, and I ask questions and answer them myself and leave space for people to chat in between and things. Some of you might even be my Patreon book club members. If you are, hello. But yeah, so I thought, and I just enjoy doing those so much that I thought I would give this a go and just do it. So every time I hit a milestone, now it took me bloody forever to get from 11,000 subscribers to 12,000 subscribers. The longest time, I think, took me longer to get from 11,000 to 12,000 than it did for me to get to 1,000, I think. David's fine. He's over there. He's going to be joining us a bit later. At the moment, he's playing FIFA. I'll give you a little sneak peek of him. Say hello. He's going to be joining us a bit later. So what I thought I would do is I'll do a live show. So I asked Instagram earlier on. Oh, Emma's mum's been following me since the Mickey Mouse wallpaper. That was years ago. I still feel like I'm really far away. There we go. That's better, isn't it? And yeah, so I thought I would do this. And I asked Instagram earlier if anybody had any questions. And I got quite a few questions back. So I thought I would work through that. What's happening is I've got... You're on my phone, being like, it's a multimedia situation here. You are on my phone there, but I've also got the chat open over here on my laptop, so that I can, because the comments fly up quite quickly, and and then I don't get to always catch them. So if I'm looking, wherever I'm looking, I'm trying to read your comments. So I thought we would chat through with some of the questions that people ask me on Instagram. But if you've got questions for me in the meantime, please do chime in. Probably going to be about an hour, maybe a little bit longer. I do want to have a bath tonight. And I bought a lovely new bath bomb. I got David the little, the waving cat one. Lucky Cat, I think it's called. What did I get myself? Like a blackberry one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I would quite like a bath tonight. And yeah, so that's the plan. So let's have a look. Have we got any questions so far? People have heard how David is. Francesca, who looks like she's part of the Patreon book club, says The Scapegoat is very, very good. She was very surprised. I haven't started yet. So this month for Patreon book club, we are reading The Scapegoat by Daphne du Maurier, because the genre this month, I didn't go for a genre, I went for genre of Daphne du Maurier. So I'm very excited to start that, and I will start that soon. So yeah, if people are enjoying it, I hope it's going well. I'm also going to read? No, I'm not. I'm going to watch the adaptation. I saw that there's an adaptation. It's got Andrew Scott in, who's basically taken over my brain. Not only did I love him as Moriarty in Sherlock, he is the sexy priest in Fleabag, and I just haven't really stopped thinking or talking about Fleabag since I watched it. And the last episode's on Monday. So yeah, Andrew Scott's just in my brain. So it would probably do me some good to see him in another role that isn't the sexy priest role. So yeah, there's 70 of you now, 72 of you now, which is amazing. So let's launch in with some of these questions. So I'm just booking. She wanted to know, what are my non-bookish hobbies and what hopes and dreams do I have for my life? Which I didn't actually see the first time I wrote that down. So I've just answered my my non-bookish hobbies. So one of my big non-bookish hobbies is board games. I love playing board games so much, like really, really enjoy it. Sadly, David doesn't love it quite as much as I do, but I really love it, and I just feel like it's just a really nice way to spend an afternoon or an evening. I really, really enjoy it. I also love cooking, and I mean, I love cooking for like all sorts of people. So like, I love cooking for like myself. I love cooking for me and David. I love cooking for friends, family. There's nothing more I enjoy than like just like battening down and just following a recipe. Or do you know what? For the first time in a really long time, I made something out of my own. I'm leaning back. I made something out of my own brain. I made like I got fake chorizo, so non-meat chorizo from Iceland, and did it with roast potatoes, peppers and paprika, and then cracked eggs into it at the end, and that was bloody lovely. Like that, I feel like the green roasting tin has inspired me to make my own green roasting tin. Maybe I should start doing videos on that. Maybe I should. So yeah, cooking. I also love YouTube. Like I love making videos for YouTube. And they're not always reading related ones. I'm going to be filming one tomorrow that isn't about reading. And I love watching YouTube. And yeah, just really, really. So YouTube is another hobby of mine. It takes up quite a lot of time as well. So although it is reading related, I guess it's not all of my videos are about books and stuff. And then things like Lego and cross stitch, which I haven't done for a really long time, but I really like following instructions and doing things that are quite like intricate, I guess, and listening to an audio book or just sitting on a nice comfy seat and just cracking on with things. I still got my Harry Potter castle to finish as well. So yeah, so those are some of my hobbies. What about you guys? Have you got hobbies that are not book related? I saw somebody earlier mentioned Charlie Brooker said, we love board games in our house. Have you played Pandemic? Yeah, I bought it for my friend Alex for Christmas, not last year, but the year before. And we bloody loved it. It's for 5 people, isn't it, maximum? And that group is 6. So we always end up having like one extra player who's sort of like an advisor. So I really, really enjoy playing it. And my friend Emma also has it. And we played that over Christmas, I think. David is less fond of it. David isn't the biggest board game lover, but I do force him to it. But yeah, I really, really love Pandemic. Jamie in Bookland is saying, if you're looking for recipes, I think, and like butternut squash, I do recommend Nigella Lawson's sweet potato and butternut squash curry. It's vegan. Lovely. It sounds lovely. And Christina is saying, when should we expect your videos about fashion? I love the ones you did already. Thank you so much. I'm in the process of making my videos about fast fashion. I've already started my fast fashion project. My fast fashion project this year was not to buy any clothes at all. Any new clothes, sorry, I should say, which is a real thing that I used to buy a hell of a lot of. Like, I never used to buy many, like, clothes from the high street. I used to buy a lot of clothes, like, in shopping centres and stuff, so places like Sainsbury's and Tesco's and Asda. And literally, every time I went into a supermarket, I would leave with something, and I was just shocked at how much I spent on clothes and how many clothes I was accumulating, and, like, I'd literally never wear the same thing twice, and it was just getting a bit disgusting, like, how many clothes I owned. And then I watched the Stacey Dooley documentary about fast fashion and basically about the effect that it's having on the planet, and I realised I was really like guilty of this, so I decided not to buy any new clothes this. You're getting a sneak preview of my fast fashion video here. And I decided not to buy any clothes this year, new clothes, and I've been buying secondhand. I'm going to film a thrift haul soon because I've been doing quite a lot of buying secondhand clothes from Depop and things like that, and having a lovely time. So yeah, so that will be coming soon, I promise. What else? What is my favourite recipe from the green roasting tin? David, what's your favourite recipe? Should we answer that later when you're here?
Yeah.
We'll answer that later. I'm going to write it down in my book. Green roasting tin. There's 96 people here now. I wonder if we can get up to 100. Fave recipe. We're up to 97 just from me looking up from that. Fave recipe. Well, I'll answer that later with David. Let's have a look. What else we got? What's my favourite book this year? Somebody else has asked me that. Actually, I'll answer that now. So Emily Robinson's just asked what my favourite book this year is, but also Tina N. de Wolvis asked me on Instagram. My favourite book of 2019 so far has been The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Boyne. My God, I love that. I loved it. I just loved it so much. I keep thinking about it, and I actually, when I mentioned in my wrap-up, I was talking about how much I miss the characters, which I think is a complete, like, if I miss them this much and I've literally just put the book down, think how much I'm going to miss them in a month or so. It's an amazing book. It follows the life of Cyril Avery, who was born in rural Ireland at the beginning of the 1940s to a mother who has fallen pregnant. We've hit 100. Who's fallen pregnant outside of wedlock, and you follow his life basically from like before he's even born, when his mother finds out he's pregnant with him, all the way up to his death. And there's just so many highs and so many lows, and you really feel his journey the whole way. And my God, I loved it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Really the best book I've read in a long time. And I'm now reading A Ladder to the Sky by John Boyne as well, because I just went to the library the day after I finished it and just picked up loads of books by him. And I'm really enjoying it. Now, it's hard to enjoy it as much as The Heart's Invisible Furies, because the characters in A Ladder to the Sky, well, the main character's a right dickhead. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it still. So yes, very much. I'm having a look. Jessie Radley, this is again, Jessie Radley's asked a question. She said, how do you find your style? I absolutely love what you wear, but struggle to find who I am style-wise. I just feel very lost with the clothes I wear. And that's similar to a question asked by Katie Harrison on Instagram. She says, I love your quirky style. Do you have recommendations for independent shops? So I'll tell you a story. When I was younger, to be careful not to sound like I'm being horrible here, but I was very much encouraged not to wear bright colours when I was younger, because I was slightly bigger, and I was always like, I mean, it's a classic thing, isn't it? Like black slim in and black, like, wear darker colours. And I always felt like I think I always dress slightly differently from other people, but I really tried to sort of just to dress slim, really. My main focus when I was younger was to be slimmer, which is absolutely disgusting now, and I can't believe it. And I can't even believe that that's what I thought about, because I've never been happier in my body than I am at the moment. I just feel fantastic and amazing. And yeah, I just always used to like wearing like slightly out there things, and I don't know where it developed from, really, because like my family, I guess, like my mum and dad quite like dressed quite normally, yeah, I think maybe when I started getting a bit of money, when I used to work at a local corner shop, I used to get a bit of money, and I used to buy like clothes and stuff like that, and started wearing like what I wanted to wear and stuff. But I guess in the past few years I've really discovered how much I love colour, and I think that's because I previously didn't wear much colour, so yeah, and I really love it, and I feel like they really make me happy. I know it sounds so like simple, but I really love wearing colour so much. So I started wearing colour a lot. I, as I said, I'm not buying clothes this year, so I've been doing a lot more hunting. Like, I'm not buying new clothes, so I haven't really been able to follow fashions as much as I have before. But that's not to say, because like I know my body shape isn't the size of the people who are modelling these clothes in magazines and on the catwalk and things like that. So I always guess I adapt. If I saw something I thought looked fun, I would wear it. So yeah, but because I haven't been buying clothes from high street shops and stuff, I haven't really been able to follow fashion. So I've been making a little bit more of what I like, and just wearing more bright clothes and things like that. One shop that I really love is Joni Clothing. That's where this jumper's from. I'll show you this jumper. I feel like I showed this last time I did a thing. This is a jumper. It's got a triceratops on, which, by the way, is my favourite. It's my favourite dinosaur. Oh, sorry, I knocked you over. Yeah, so Joni Clothing, they do such good quality clothes. Their jumpers are about £30, but they're so soft. They're the softest jumpers I've ever worn. They've got some really nice tops. I had a top on that's got like, it's stripy, long sleeve, and it's got a big pack of French fries on it. And it's just really, really fun stuff. I've got another one that says Everyday Brunch Club. I've got a t-shirt with Margate on it. And yeah, they just do really, really fun, like really well-made, colourful clothes. So yeah, so that's where I buy. But I've been really looking at Depop recently, and shopping for things that I like, and it's got to the point now where they start recommending stuff to me, which is I found this. Do you know what? I'm gonna go and get it because I loved it so much. If anyone turns up while I'm gone, tell them I've just nipped to get a shirt. Hi, I'm back. This is a shirt that I picked up from Depop. Look at it. It's got all women on it. It's amazing. It's a second-hand shirt. I don't know where it was from originally. I think it might have been made. I think someone might have made this because there's no tags in it or anything. I think someone might have got some fabric and made it. It's absolutely amazing. It's got all different women on it in hats and coats and just looking really chic. It really needs a good iron, but I was planning on wearing it tomorrow, so I've washed it in a panic today. I always wash my second-hand clothes. I haven't even tried it on, so I do hope it fits. It looks like it's quite short, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to wearing that. I'm going to hang that up over there. Hope you don't mind seeing that that creased thing there, but yes, very much looking forward to wearing that. So yeah, because I've been buying a few bits on Depop, they started recommending things to me now, and yeah, so yeah, oh God, that really made me jump. It made me jump so much, and I've just watched myself jumping in there. Oops, frightened. So yeah, so that's, I guess the story is that I never wore what I wanted to, and then when I realised I liked colour, I started wearing it more and more and more. Very nice. So yeah, let's have a look. Is there any more questions on here? Congratulations on 12k. I got the green roasting tin the other day and the other roasting tin book. Would love to see you doing some cooking vlogs. I do need to do that. I really do need to do that. Do you know what? I think I have been recommending the green roasting tin since... When did I get the green roasting tin, David?
Early last year.
I don't think it was yeah, it was like at some point early last year. Got it last year, and I swear to God, I would say over 100 people have contacted me to say they've bought that book. It really has been a lot of people, and everyone has just been saying how much they've been enjoying it. So I've been really happy that a book. I mean, quite often, if I ever look at my affiliate link, I can see what books people buy and stuff, and like it's been a lot of like Rebecca and things like that. But I've never had such a response of people saying that they've bought a book than the amount of people who have bought the green roasting tin. Someone else has just said they bought it. So yeah, a lot of people have bought it. A lot of my friends and stuff have bought it as well, and my sister recommends it to everyone. Oh, Jessie says, how does it feel to know you inspire others? I don't know if that's very kind of you to say, but inspire is a lovely word to use, but like I really enjoy recommending people stuff. Like if I've enjoyed something, and actually this sort of fits in with a question I've got about people have asked me about plastic. I really enjoy good recommendations, and I think you can't get better recommendations than a personal recommendation. And I get a lot of my recommendations by watching people on YouTube, or if I'm thinking of buying something, I'll watch a video on it or things like that. And I just think that is the perfect, because you can find out personally why they like it so much, what they don't like about it, and I really love doing that. And if people then find products that they love off the back of me recommending them to me, then that is wonderful, double, triple wonderful if it's a book. So yeah, I really, really love doing it, and I really like discovering stuff and passing it on. So very, very sweet. And Kate and her book says, you don't just inspire our reading, but you're inspiring with your confidence and positivity. Stop it! That's so cute. Oh, and Christine says, there are two people who inspire me to cook, Jamie Oliver and you. I'm getting so bloody hot and excited about all these nice things you're saying. I'm going to have to take my bloody jumper off. Jamie Oliver is one of my heroes, you know. I absolutely love Jamie Oliver. Now I've become a vegetarian. Well, I say become. I think it's my third year of being a vegetarian. Well, I was a pescatarian for the first year. I don't cook as much Jamie Oliver as I used to. I used to cook so much Jamie Oliver. But yeah, now it's all about the green roasting tin. This dress says blah, blah, blah on it, by the way. It's from ASOS. David, did you get me this for my birthday? Yeah, yes. It's so comfortable. So yes. Another good recipe book is Meat Free Mondays. I've never even heard of that one, so I will look it up. I also like the Happy Pear if you're looking for other book recommendations. Happy Pear are very good. Quite a lot of ingredients though. What else? Jack Monroe, I really like her. What's the one? Oh, I'll tell you what, the best curry book you'll ever buy is Oh, what's that curry book you bought me called? Something India.
Taste of India?
No, I don't know. I'll go and have a look at it in a minute, I promise. Lovely. What's your favourite way to buy books? Indie store, online, or chain bookstores? Jamie, I saw you ask that question earlier. Let me answer it now. I love buying books from independent bookstores. However, I live in a place in Kent where my nearest independent bookstore, probably in Whitstable, which is quite a long way from me. When I go to London, I always make sure I buy books in independent bookstores. And if I could buy all my books in independent bookstores, then I definitely would. However, it doesn't always work like that because I don't live close to them. But I really like browsing independent bookshops. My favourite is probably Gaze the Word, which is just sort of up the road from King's Cross. It's an LGBTQ plus bookshop. I have never been in there and not walked out without a book, and not walked out without a book that I've been really, really excited about. Recently, I went in there and I bought Spring by Ellie Smith and Bingo Love and Moonstruck, which are 2 graphic novels. They're really, really lovely in there, and they're so appreciative of you buying books from them, which is amazing because I'm so appreciative of them selling books to me. It's also the bookshop that features in one of my bestest favourite ever films called Pride, which has also got Andrew Scott in. But I also really like, there's a bookshop called Any Amount of Books just down the road from Foyles. And if you're ever in that way, then I definitely would recommend a trip there. It's it's a second-hand bookshop, and it gets a lot, and I mean a lot, of proof copies and brand new copies of books, and they're all really like before they're even released. Like I've bought quite a lot of books there, like hardback books, for about £6 before they're even released. Some days you go in there, if you go in there I think I remember going in there like 3 days and then one day and then 3 days later, and not much changes. But we went in there with the BookTube meetup at the weekend, and everyone come out with so much good. I got Things in Jars by Jess Kidd, which only came out I think Friday. I've got Daisy Jones and the Six, which I'm really looking forward to reading. I got a new Nina Stibbe book, and then I got one other. I can't remember what the other one was. But yeah, they always get really good books there. So if you're ever around that way, that is a great place to go. So very good. When I lived in London, I loved Any Amount of Books. We're going back down for the day at Easter, and you can't wait to pop in and also go to Gaze the Word too. Like, they're my favourite. They're my favourite bookshops. I really love Foyles as well. They've got a really nice cafe in there to sit down and have a lovely time. So yeah, they're 2 of my faves. 2 of my absolute faves, actually. Really love visiting there. Always have a lovely time. Hello from Portugal, says Chloe Cat. Right, the next one is... so another question that somebody on Twitter... no one on Twitter asked me any questions. Instagram. Not just a twin mum. She said, best books with short chapters. She's got newborn twins and really struggles to fit reading in. First book that comes to my mind was Sarah Crossan, One. I don't know if people have read it. It's written in like a poetry style, and I always forget the bloody word for it. It's written in verse. It's really short, like poems. It looks a bit intimidating when you come up to it, but yeah, it's it's such a fast book to read, and you could stop at any point because it's all written in verse. Another book I've recently read, which is on the Women's Prize, thank you, Kate, a Women's Prize long list, is My Sister the Serial Killer by Oyinkin Braithwaite. They're really short chapters, and again, it flows quite nicely. And like, it's a storyline that you can definitely keep. So if you sort of had to put the book down in the middle of a breastfeed, not that I've ever breastfed anyone, it's really easy to come back to. And then my last book is a book that I've already mentioned, is The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Boyne, and also his book A Ladder to the Sky. So within the sort of, they have like, both books I've read by him have like sections, and then within that they have sort of like shorter chapters, which don't necessarily like start a new page or anything, but are definitely clearly defined. And yeah, I found and again, it's such a wonderful story. It really stayed with me. Yeah, loved it so much. So that's another one. What else have we got? What's my favourite music to listen to? Says Jessie Radley. Jessie, my favourite music to listen to is like the music of my youth. I don't really listen to any new music. I really like listening to like R&B from 2007 and 2000 from 2007 up to sort of 2012, which was like my period of like going out, having a wonderful time, dancing the night away. So I love listening to that. Spice Girls, always listen to Spice Girls. I'm keeping Francesca company while she cooks. What are you cooking? Interested to hear. We've just had I'll say about how much wonderful cooking I do. David and I have just had hash browns, beans, fried egg, and a fake chicken burger for dinner, all in the oven. Nice. So yeah, music. My music of choice is like old style music. Although recently, I really love that song, "Sincerity is Scary" by The 1975. Lucky David's here to chip in because I don't know what's going on. I really, really like it. Jessica Barton also says, are you still liking your hair blonde? Are you thinking of doing any demi-permanent colour again? Semi-permanent, like the pink. Yes, I am still liking my hair blonde. I need my roots doing, although it doesn't look too bad actually. Last time I went, I asked her to do a bit here as well because what I was finding is if I was ever wearing it up, I just looked like I was brown with like a little white, light ponytail. I washed my hair today with a purple shampoo, so it's got a bit of an icy tone to it. I really like having blonde hair, and now I can afford to keep it up because I had blonde hair when I was at school, and my God, it was just yellow. I just used to put like those horrible boxes of dye on it, and it just never looked very good. But now I'm really pleased with it, and I do really enjoy putting colours in it. The semi-permanent ones, they look really good and they fade out really good, so you got like quite a different look for a long time. I did pink last summer and I did purple just after Christmas, and loved it. And I bought a pink one at the weekend, a pink one by Makeup Revolution. So I'm looking for, I think it's called Makeup Revolution. It might just be called Revolution. But I've got quite thick hair, so I have to, even though I've got shorter hair, I have to use quite a lot. And I've also got a sort of peachy colour, which we're going on holiday in a couple of weeks' time to Wales, and I was thinking of doing one then, so I might have either peach hair or pink hair for that time. But I don't know. Maybe peach. Peach would be fun, wouldn't it? Easter. So yes, that's what I might be doing. How old is Minnie? I love her. I love her too. She's so cute. She's over there being asleep on the little footstool. We don't know how old she is for definite. When we got her 6 years ago, and we were told that they thought she was 8, but they couldn't be sure. We got her from a cat rescue centre. The woman that she had lived with previously told the Cat Protection League that she'd lived in Russia when she was born. Imagine. She lived in Russia until she was 5, and then the woman brought her over here. And she lived here for another 3 years, and then she had to go into a home. The old lady had to go into a home, so she wasn't able to keep her anymore. So that's how she went into Cat Protection League. So yeah, and the woman had told them that she thought she was 8. She seems really sprightly to us. Like, I've had cats for a long time. I mean, she sleeps a lot because she's older. And the vets also said, oh, we're not quite sure how old she is. So yeah, we think she is now 14. So yeah, she's an old lady cat, but she's just an absolute babes. I just love her so much. And yeah, she's I just really like the fact that she's so sassy and sort of doesn't really like anyone else apart from me and David, and sometimes she don't even like me. So yeah. Emily Kidd says, what do you tend to do when you're listening to audiobooks? I only think to listen to them in the car. I majority listen to them in the car. I work about 40 minutes away from where I live. So I listen to podcasts in the morning. I also listen to the radio show, the Zoe Ball radio show in the morning. You're welcome. And yeah, I listen to podcasts in the morning, and then I listen to audiobooks on the way back. Sometimes if I'm at work, I work as I look after a team of diabetes consultants and nurses, and do like a lot of like rota organisation and admin typing and answering a lot of phone calls and things like that. If I'm doing something that I can just sort of crack on with that doesn't involve like answering the phone every 2 minutes, then sometimes I listen to audiobooks at work. But yeah, majority of time in the car. I thought she seems really young, doesn't she? Everyone's saying that Minnie looks like a young whippersnapper, David. She is a young whippersnapper. So I listen to them on the way home. Sometimes, like if I'm cooking, I'll listen to them. If I'm not watching a YouTube video, I listen to them. I also listen to them if I'm ever walking anywhere. And then every night, we fall asleep listening to Harry Potter. I listen to Audible. I listen to my audiobooks on Audible, and you get a sort of like sleep timer. So I listen to sort of 8 minutes of Harry Potter to sort of send me off to sleep. And sometimes if that doesn't work, we stick it on for another 15 minutes. But I sleep with earplugs because David snores so much. Love him. So like that means I have to have the audiobook on quite loud. So David, it's quite loud, isn't it, when you go to sleep? Understatement, he says. So yeah, she also says, any bookish podcast recommendations? Emily, I don't really listen to any bookish podcasts. Podcasts I listen to The Archers every week, which is a soap and a radio soap that's been running for I think it's like 85 years. It's been running a fucking long time. I also listen to the Homo Sapiens with Will Young and Chris Sweeney. It's a LGBT. Of course, I listen to the Reading Women podcast, yeah. An LGBTQ plus podcast where they go, like, at the moment, they're going all over America in interviewing people, which is just amazing. I like the High Low, which I get a lot of recommendations from as well. That's two women, two journalists, just talking about things like on the telly to what's happening in politics at the moment. Table Manners, love Table Manners. They're on a break at the moment. That's a podcast where Jessie Ware, who's a pop singer, and her mother cook a meal for like someone famous, and they just have a chat about food and stuff, like being into food. I really like it. Another one I've started listening to recently, Desert Island Dishes, which is like Desert Island Discs, where the guests are asked about like what was their first thing they ever learned to cook, what would they have in a sandwich, what would be their last meal before they got shipped off to a desert island and things like that. That's really fun. And I recently listened to the Joe Wicks episode of that, which was such a good episode. I really admire him for his work ethic, and I really loved him. So yeah, I thought it was really good. So those are some of the podcasts I listen to. Jill Johnson says, are you still running? Do you listen to audiobooks when running? I find this a great way to get myself out as I want to know what happens next. Very good idea. Yeah, David and I need to get back into running. I've got literally no excuse. We were running at the beginning of the year. Then we went to Centre Parks for a week and I hurt my knee. We were playing badminton and I landed like awkwardly on it. I'm trying to reenact it now. Sort of like landed awkwardly on it, like a bit of a twist. And then I couldn't, it was really hurting for a couple of weeks. Then it was really, really cold and like slippy. And then after that, we just never got back into it. Now I did go for a run, not last week, the week before. And I felt fantastic afterwards. It always really clears my head and makes me feel wonderful. Thank you, Tyrell, for congratulating me. It always makes me feel wonderful afterwards, but I just need to make time to do it because it's so important to make time to do it because I always feel so wonderful afterwards. So I need to do that. And I listen to music because music gets me pumped for when I'm running. So yeah, I don't often listen to audiobooks, but when I was listening to the Robert Galbraith book earlier this year, I was listening to it when I was doing everything. So I was listening to that when I was out running, or when I was doing my cool down walk, I was listening. A lot of the time when I'm running, I'm sort of like not thinking about anything other than when is this going to stop? So I can't really concentrate on an audiobook. So films are good. Songs are good for me to listen to. Creme de la Creme 28 says, any UK trips Edinburgh by any chance? Not off to Edinburgh, but you know what? I watched Lauren Wade. Her and her boyfriend went on a weekend trip to Edinburgh, and she did a vlog about it. David, I've been to Edinburgh twice. I went on a hen do, which obviously I didn't really see much of Edinburgh, and then David and I went up to stay for one night only. A couple of years ago, do you remember Brittany from Under the Radar Books? She used to have a channel, and I met up with her and Jean. We did a book talk. We were literally there for one night. So me and David did the castle in about 40 minutes. Then we went and looked in went to all these bookshops and had a wonderful time. So yeah, need to get back to Edinburgh, and it's so easy to get there. I need to do it. Alice Johnson saying, check out the Guilty Feminist podcast. Somebody else recommended that to me, and I need to do something about that. However, my phone, I'm going to write that down there because my phone's there, so I can't just go and Guilty Feminist. Clubby Cat says, why don't I read fantasy? I don't read fantasy, do I? Well, I read Harry Potter. I don't know. I've had a few sort of dabbles in fantasy, and I just don't think it's my bag. I don't know what I don't like about it. I honestly, I've got no reason. Maybe because I don't read fantasy because I've got other favourite genres that I would prefer to read. But yeah, I've tried. The 5th season was the one that I was looking forward to it so much, and like Mercedes and I had bought it, and we were gonna like buddy read it, and I just didn't get on with it at all. And I don't know, I just don't know if it's for me. What was the other one? The other one that Mercedes loves, Robin Hobb. I got some of those out the library and never got on with those either. So yeah, I just don't know if it's for me. Somebody else also earlier asked when Mercedes and I are going to be doing our podcast. We are supposed to be doing it very, very soon. The plan was to reboot it in 2019. We've actually got podcast equipment now. We did it over... Do you know what? We're just both lazy. We're the worst two people ever to come together to do a project because neither of us got much get up and go. And but the plan is that we've now got podcast equipment, and I'm going to be... So we're going to take it in turns. We see each other, like we go and stay with each other all the time. So next time she comes to stay with me, or next time I go to stay with her, we're going to record 2 months worth of podcasts, and then the next time we'll do that again and hopefully get a bit of a routine going, because we really enjoyed doing it. We always did it over Skype, so I feel like it would be even better if we did it in person. So yeah, so hopefully soon. Like I can't even give you any times or anything because we keep saying we need to sort that out. We need to sort that out. And we've done nothing. She's coming to stay with me in June, so June might be the next time. Oh no, I'm seeing her in April, but I think Jen's going to be there too as well. And we won't put Jen through having to listen to me and Mercedes harp on for 4 hours. So yeah, so probably in June it'll start happening. Maybe sooner. David, would you like to join me?
All right.
David's coming over now.
Play my tune, my theme tune.
Your theme tune. Do you want to move that? I can't stand that shirt being there. Would you move it? No, don't just chuck it. So yeah. Oh, one more thing I've got to answer. Hi, David.
Hi.
Everyone's going to be very excited to see you, I expect. Not one person's noticed that you've arrived. Come on, everyone. Start saying you're excited to see David. First person says hi, David. It's a bit quicker on here.
All right.
Hi, David. Hi. Everyone's very excited. Hi, David.
Hi.
126 people there are out there. What would you like to say to them?
Well, have we got to say hello to them individually?
No, you haven't. You can just say hi
Hi,
to
everyone.
How's your evening going?
It's all right. I'm 2-1 up at the minute.
Oh, he's playing FIFA. One thing I did want to answer, sorry, this has got nothing to do with you. You just have to sit there and look pretty. Right. But Kai Reed says, how did you come up with... No, that's mine. Where's yours?
I've drunk it.
You mustn't have it. That's mine. How did you come up with Cosy Reading Night? He loves them and he can't wait until the summer one. Do you sort of remember how I come up with it?
No.
Me neither. I feel like I just wanted a cosy night reading. God, you're really like spreading yourself out like a typical man on the tube.
Because I'm broad-shouldered.
I know, you're big boy. Yeah, I just think I wanted like a cozy reading night, and I said I would do it. And yeah, and then like I just think it come from there.
I'll just stop you there. Liz has just asked what team am I playing. I'm actually playing with Forest Green, and
They're a vegan team, aren't they?
I don't know. They might be.
I think they are.
Oh, that's handy. And they're 2-1 up.
But yeah, so I don't know how I come with it. I just fancied a night of cosy reading. I thought we could do it online, see how it went, and yeah, and then it just went from there, and people really loved it, and people were asking me to do it like every month, which I just wouldn't be able to do. So I started doing it seasonally with like a few extras dribbled in, like a Harry Potter one and things like that. And now it's sort of just fallen to sort of like maybe every 3 months or something. But very much enjoy doing it. Very much enjoy doing it. No donuts tonight.
No.
We ate those donuts. I had the donuts
delicious.
when I've edited the vlog of Cosy Reading Night last night, and all we talk about is them fucking donuts the whole time. So yeah, if you didn't think you got enough donut action on Friday on Instagram, there will be a lot of donut action going on in the vlog. How did I meet other booktubers? I go to a booktuber meetup, which we arrange once a year, and then I guess just like so I think it's funny, isn't it? Simon invited. So I've been talking to Simon like a few months, and he said, "Oh, do you want to come and stay at my house with?" Me and my husband, and we were like, yeah, all right. So we went up there, didn't we? I'd only been talking to him like about 6 months. He was really nervous when we went round there, but yeah, it's odd, isn't it, when you make friends online? You have to make friends really quickly. So like, I've always been quite lucky, I guess, with the people that I've made friends with. So yeah, that's how I've met the booktubers. Right.
Emily, I don't know what question you asked. It's just all flying for it. I don't know how you do this.
No, I know. Right.
Emily, ask again and I'll answer it.
Right, let's move on to your questions here.
Loads.
David, first of all, did David get into Nevermore?
It's I like it so far, but I'm only 1 chapter in, so it's a bit too early to tell.
Yeah, anything more?
I like it. I think I'm going to enjoy it.
Very, very fun. I want you to be more into it. And excited.
Okay. Well, I can't be in the minute because it's the first chapter.
I think you're going to really love it. Has anybody here read Nevermore? And what are you looking forward to? For people
just seeing where it's going, and I think I'm going to struggle not to compare it to Harry Potter. Did you compare it to Harry Potter?
Yeah, there's a lot in there that is like about Harry Potter. Emily's reading Nevermore. So there's a lot in there about Harry Potter. And like, I think the first book, I don't want to spoil anything for you. So
no, don't spoil it.
I think the first book is very much like, you can see that she loves Harry Potter and it's inspired by Harry Potter. But the second book, there's a few bits in there I was like, this is just actually like Harry Potter. So I don't know how much the second book went on. Right, anyway. So how do you deal with all of my reading time?
I just deal with it. I just let you. Oh God, it's just like really so hard not to make it sound cheesy, but I just like to see you happy, and I know that you are very happy when you're reading, so I'm just happy to let you get on with it, and I'll just potter around.
Oh, that's a good
just,
question. Make sure you answer that.
And just get on with life. But yeah, like I don't have many hobbies. Like I know I'm playing FIFA at the minute, but I don't play that very much, do I?
No.
Not really. Like
Well, I say no, but you play it literally like every single morning at the weekend.
Only on the weekends. That's only when you're asleep, because I need
What
to
are you
be
going to
entertained.
do? What are you going to do until I wake up anyway?
Play FIFA.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. What are you going to do
Yeah.
until I wake up? So you do deal very well with all my reading time. Although, like, I read in bed, like, of an evening and things like that.
Yeah.
So, and also, David doesn't get into work until a few hours after I get in. So quite often I've had, like, a couple of hours reading time anyway. And then he gets to listen to Harry Potter really fucking loud every night when he falls to sleep. So that's very exciting. A question that was asked was, what are Minnie's habits?
What are Minnie's habits? Meowing when
she
she's
does
hungry.
have a cute meow. She's got a really cute meow.
God,
it's
it's
more like a
just-
trill. It's like meow.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
It's almost like that. I can't recreate it very much. You're not very good at answering and reading comments at the same time.
No,
are you?
I'm not gonna. I'll let you read the
Yeah.
comments.
Don't look at any
Yeah,
comments
I'm not
because you
gonna look at
can't
any
cope.
comments. So what
Right.
else?
What else does she do?
God,
She sleeps on
I
my
love
tum
her
tum.
sleeping.
She sleeps on my tum tum.
I love it when sometimes she just sprawls around on this, because we're sitting at the dining table. She just sprawls around and just stretches. I just love watching her stretch. I love watching her meow. I love watching her clean. I like watching her drink. Or I like hearing her drink water. I just like following her around.
Yeah, he does follow her around. At the weekend, she's like, piss off. Stop taking photos of me all the time, for God's sake. But we do love her very dearly.
Yeah.
She's very, very naughty at the moment. She's a long-haired cat, and she's very, very naughty. And we can't take her to normal groomers because she just fucking attacks everyone.
Yeah.
So we have to take her to the vets and they have to put her under anaesthetic and then cut her.
Yeah.
And she's always so cute when she's like little naked and lovely little kitty cat.
Yeah.
A few people I've just noticed. Christina says, Lauren, would you like David to read more and maybe have buddy reads with him? And then Bookish Nymph 85 says, do you and David ever buddy read? We've never buddy read.
Imagine us buddy reading. You would probably be in tears. How
No, well,
long
do you
we
know
would
what?
take
I
to
was
read
sort of
that book.
semi-hoping. We will answer that question, Tarot. I promise. It's a very, very good question. That's where we'll go next. Underrated TV shows. I'm currently listening to the audiobook of Nevermore, and David only just started reading it. Now I'm a little bit ahead of him, but I was like, oh, this will be great because it'll be like the same time David and I are reading the same book. But yeah, you've just got to keep on top of it because I know what you're like. I mean, we all know what he's like with bloody My Name is Leon. How long did that take you to read? 8 months? Like, it took a really, really long time. So we need you
I
to...
do it at my own pace, guys. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I said to you, are you going to do some reading today? And you were like, no, maybe. But tomorrow morning we're not going to have enough time because Molly comes round at 8 o'clock. She's not going to let you sit there and read.
Yeah, but... and that's fine, but... I don't have to read as much as you.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to... I will read when I want to read, because if I'm forced to read, then I won't enjoy the book.
Yeah. I know. I just want you to have I just want him to love
You
the
just
same
gotta
things
let it
I
happen
do.
naturally. Remember Wonder?
Yeah, true. God, and Harry Potter and the Prisoner of
And Harry
Azkaban.
Potter
He
and
read
the
that in an
Prisoner-
afternoon.
Yeah.
That's my proudest moment of
I
you.
know it is. That is
Right.
your proudest moment of
Let's
me.
answer this question about the 3 criminally underrated TV
I can go
series.
and get one right now.
Right, okay. That you wish which should deserve more praise and recognition. So, Dave, I know which one David's going to get. At the moment, hold on.
This is number one. Oh.
The first one
I
is...
thought you said no. Studio 6, is that coming up the right way round on
Yeah,
there?
it'll be fine.
All right. Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip. Is that
It
guy?
is good. It is good. It was... Do you want to... we recently discovered
No, you explain.
that when David tries to explain anything, he takes so long and he uses about 50 words. Like
When only 4 are
when
needed.
only I wouldn't even say 4 are needed. So I'll quickly run past
Do you want me
this
to
and
try?
say no. I don't. I don't want you to try for anyone. You're just very cute when you try and explain stuff. You just make it really long-winded, and you're very cute. Right, so Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip is a TV program set in America in like the late 2000s, and it follows the production team and the writers on a show that's a little bit like Saturday Night Live. So it's a sketch show, a comedy sketch show about topical news and politics and things that are in the news at the moment. And yeah, you're following the behind-the-scenes team. So you're following the actors, but not like you're not watching the show. It's got amazing, really, really good cast. Like it's diverse. It's really, really good in terms of like women. It's although like the main character. No, I wouldn't even say the main characters are men. Like everyone seems is quite equal, isn't it? One of the actresses on there, who plays Jordan McDear? Amanda Peet.
Yeah.
Amanda Peet fell pregnant while she was filming it, and instead of like trying to cover it up or anything, they just wrote it into the story. And I just really, really like it. It's like it's got funny moments, it's got touching moments. We need to watch some tonight because we haven't watched some in ages, and it's really, really good. So I would definitely recommend that.
Yeah, we're nearly at the end.
Yep, another one. Now I don't know how underrated this is because now I've watched it all, or almost all of it. I feel like I keep seeing it everywhere, but literally nobody in my real life had watched it at all, and that's Fleabag. It's a BBC Three drama. You're following a girl whose name you never find out what her name is, and her life, sort of her single life, and what she gets up to, and her fraught relationships with like family and friends and things like that. There's a lot of breaking the fourth wall. So while she's acting, she'll sort of like look to the camera and say something to you. The acting in it is the best acting I've ever seen in my life. I absolutely love it. Stop watching FIFA.
No, I'm thinking.
I absolutely love it. I think it's amazing. This series has got Andrew Scott in, and like the Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who's the writer. She also adapted Killing Eve. So if you like that, you'll probably like this. Her and Andrew Scott have just got the best chemistry. Like the supporting cast is amazing too. Sian Clifford, who plays Claire, her sister, is amazing. It's got Olivia Colman in it. There's been some cameos this season from Fiona Shaw and Kristen Scott Thomas. Is that her name? That is who I mean. It's just amazing. It hasn't been cancelled, Martha. I've just seen she's decided not to write a third series, so like they're wrapping it up in this last episode. She always said that she never wanted it to go any further. So yeah, it hasn't been cancelled. It's just this is going to be it. And yeah, is there one more? And definitely binge it because I think it's the best way to watch it. I really, really enjoyed it. I watched the first season when I was off sick from work, and just absolutely adored it. And then I've been catching up on the second season. The most recent episode I've watched something like 9 times. So yeah, any more TV series you can think of that are underrated?
Not off the top of my head.
No, we should have.
I feel like I know it's bigger. It's slightly getting bigger, but there's still lots of people I speak to at work who've never seen Derry Girls.
Oh, Derry Girls is really good as well. Yeah. Again,
I feel like that's a bit underrated.
Yeah, I felt like for a long time it was just the only people I knew that watched it were me and you. Yeah, so that's a really good comedy. Like, I just love stuff with girls in it. I love, like, female-led TV programmes. And Derry Girls is amazing. It's set in the 90s. It's got, like, amazing soundtrack. The girls in it are amazing. And it's just all, like, it's just so funny. It's just so funny and so good. But also with really touching bits. Like, I don't feel like there's been an episode. In the similar way to Fleabag, I don't feel like there's been an episode of one of those where I haven't felt emotional. Good. So yeah, those are 3. And then any other questions here? What soap do I like better, Coronation Street or EastEnders? Don't watch either. Don't watch any soaps. Listen to The Archers. That's as soapy as I get. Green roasting tin, favourite recipe. Do you want to go and grab the green roasting tin?
I can go and grab.
David will go and grab it.
You stall.
Mrs. Bookaholic says, "Hi, you two lovelies." That's disappeared from there. I need to wait. Hi, you two lovelies. Can I just say how amazing it is to see two positive and bubbly people who just fill the world with joy. Pack it in, you. Has David got his passport for Disney yet? Let me just check, Jamie. Hold on. No Disney trip booked yet because David hasn't got his bloody passport. No. Don't unfold that. Right, so I'm working my way. This is the green roasting tin, and I'm working my way through and folding over the pages for all the ones that I have made. I think my favourite. Oh God, I wish I'd made a. What was that thing that I gave 10 out of 10 for?
Mine's the egg
I never
thing.
gave that. What did we give that out of 10? The most recent one we've had is roasted cauliflower with chickpeas, spring greens, lemon and tahini. I'd say 7.
6.5. I thought you gave it, and I said 7.
Oh, okay. We'll go for 6.5.
6.7.
6.7. Have a look through. See if you can find the one that I gave. Oh, I really do like that a lot.
I think that's my favourite. That one.
Is it?
Yeah.
The Lux Winter Salad.
No.
I only gave it 7. Sorry, this is so boring.
I might do that.
I haven't made that this year. You have a look through.
No, I know mine. Mine's the one with the eggs in.
What
the fried
one?
eggs in with the roast potatoes.
What, the one we... Oh, itchy nose. I don't think we've had that this year either. Oh, this is a good one.
Oh no. I keep
He's tapping
changing.
it. This is another one of our favourites.
Yeah.
Chipotle roasted sweet corn with squash, black beans, feta and lime.
There's so many
Very good.
good ones in there.
That is amazing. Carrie Ann says the broccoli and walnut quiche tomorrow. That's really good. I've given that 10.
Tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow. She's making it tomorrow.
Oh,
We're not making it tomorrow.
enjoy.
Yeah, that's one of my
Yeah.
favourites.
There's only one slightly duff one.
This one I've given 10 out of 10 as well. The carrot and taleggio tart tatin. Any sort of bloody pastry, cheese and vegetables. Tick, tick, tick.
There was one like salady type thing that was a little bit... that wasn't great, but... I mean, it's still nice, but just compared
Another
to
one
some
that
of
I
the other
really
stuff.
liked, the ratatouille. I've made that twice.
Oh yeah,
We were both surprised.
The ratatouille.
You'd sort of come to me. Yeah, there's that quiche.
Because I like ratatouille.
You said, "Oh, I don't think I like ratatouille," and you absolutely loved it.
Oh, I did love it.
Right, should we stop looking through this? Is this boring for
Yeah,
people?
we rattled off a few for him.
That was nice as well. Oh God, it's all good.
Come on.
Yeah, sorry.
That's enough.
Right, Lauren, do you have any recommendations for body positive books or podcasts? Yes. Megan Jane Ragg has written a book called Body Positive Power, which is very, very enjoyable. She is also on a Russell Brand's podcast, Under the Skin. That's two things you can start with. Megan Jane Ragg, she's amazing. She's also got a YouTube channel. Mama G's Kitchen says, do you plan on having children? You both would make lovely parents. No, we don't plan on having children.
We've got a child. And her
We've
name
got a
is
child called Minnie. We like children. We've got friends who've got children,
Yeah.
but we just neither of us really want children.
No.
So yeah, that's the end of that. Where are you going? Oh, he's pausing his bloody FIFA game. That's more important than children. What else? You made me buy that book. Someone else saying it. I'm in the US and I love the British show Vicious. Wondering if you and David ever watched it. Never heard of it at all. Oh, God. Sandra says, how's the Brexit drama for you? We're not going to talk about Brexit. We're not going to talk about Brexit. Yeah, it is exhausting. It is exhausting, and that's all we'll say on the matter, because a lot of people have said to me that they've enjoyed my channel as a sort of politics-free zone, particularly with what was happening with Brexit and Trump, and yeah, a lot of people... So I try and keep it...
Politics free.
Yeah, politics free, yeah. Do you watch Parks and Rec?
Oh, yes. I've watched it all. I bloody love Parks and Rec. Fantastic. Yeah, that's one of my favourites.
Sandra H, who asked the Brexit question, she said, would you get a second cat? That was actually another question that somebody else had asked us. We can't get a second cat because when we got Minnie, we got told that she would... she's a one cat person, and I can completely believe that.
Yeah.
She doesn't like other cats. She doesn't really like other people. When we have people to visit, she's never really happy. So yeah, but we're completely happy with her as it is. What are you smiling
I
at?
was just reading. Well, Emily, thank you for saying about my T-shirt.
Oh.
This is from when
Where's my red one of that?
I have no idea. I haven't seen that in years.
David and I went to Secret Cinema a few years ago.
We did, to the Back to the Future one.
It's really good.
Most people know in the world that Back to the Future is my favourite film, and that day is possibly one of the best days of my life. Obviously, apart from the first day I met you, but yeah, it was just fantastic.
Yeah,
I
and we
advise.
got T-shirts. And I got a red one, but I don't know where it is.
If you're a fan of a film that they're doing, go and see it.
That Secret Cinema is really good.
Because the Secret Cinema is the best. I know what they're doing this year. They're doing Casino Royale this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. It's very pricey though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pricey, but I think if you're a big enough fan, do it because you won't regret it and you'll have the best time of your life.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Molly Teal says, isn't it Megan Jane Crab? It absolutely is Megan Jane Crab. Megan Ragg, I think she's a dancer on Dancing with the Stars in Australia. Don't even know where that came into me. Here we go. How did you two meet? Two people said, how do we two meet? Secret Cinema is a company in the UK that set up events that match films. So, for instance, at the Back to the Future event, it was you watch a film, but it's also set up like the Hill Valley, like the town that Back to the Future is set in.
So you walk through Mr. Peabody's farm, and then you walk out into the square, and you walk past their houses, and they have like actors
and
walking
things like
around.
that. It's
so
amazing.
like Doc Brown was there, and Biff was there, and they go driving around in the square.
And you go to like the diner and things like that.
So the clock tower was the cinema screen.
It is cool.
And then you kind of sat there, watched it, and then they act out scenes around you as it's happening on the cinema.
Yeah.
So when the Look at you, love. When the DeLorean first comes out of the back of the van, a little screen opened up at the bottom, and then the DeLorean, an actual DeLorean reversed out. Oh my god!
It was amazing. It was amazing. It was very, very good. That's the first and only one we've been to. Ryan says he's been to one like quite an odd one called like Moon or Lunar or something.
No, I thought it was the Brazil one.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's called Brazil.
Like
Is
City
it
of
about
God?
a moon? No.
No,
it wouldn't be that. Christ, imagine that. That's really intense.
I don't know.
Child army, I think. How did we meet? Right. The story is of us meeting. David, I was aware of David. David and I
was a smooth guy.
No, he was not a smooth guy. David and I both went to school in the same town. We went to schools that were next to each other. We didn't know each other when we were at school, but my friends Emily and Jenny knew of David and always said, "Oh, you'd really love David. He loves Christmas. He loves Disney, etc., etc., etc. You'll really, really like him." Our paths never crossed. They never crossed. Until one night, it's my friend Emma's birthday. We'd been out for a curry, and the next day I was going to, my mum and dad got a place in France, and we were going to go and stay there for a week. So I wasn't drinking. It was back in the days when I did drink, so I was driving. So I'd driven everyone to this curry house, and then we'd come back, and I dropped them off at the pub. And they all said to me, "Come in for a drink, come in for a drink." I was like, "No, I can't. I've literally got to be up in like 4 hours. I'm not going to come in for a drink." And they were like, come in. So I parked the car and I went in. And then when we went into the bar, there was CCTV of further down in the pub. And Emily and Jenny pointed at the screen and they said, "Look who's in here." And I recognised this face, except it was a clean shaven face and you didn't have these on.
So I was like that.
Yeah, and you were like, you
Squinty eyes.
had like the spiky hair with lots of product in, not this lovely curly locks. Anyway, so Dave and I were outside, both having a fag because we smoked then like idiots. And we just got chatting, didn't we? And we just chatted all night, literally. Like I stood outside and talked to him for like 2-3 hours. Stop reading the comments and engage with me.
Yeah, 2 to 3 hours.
About 2 to 3 hours, and then we swapped numbers at the end. David he forgot my name.
I had 2 buttons undone on my shirt.
Oh, he did. He had 2 buttons undone on his shirt. Yeah, his
out.
little tum tum. It was when he was like, you used to go out wearing like a blazer and a shirt and
like
jeans.
a Top Gear presenter.
Like a Top Gear presenter, I would say, he looked like a gorgeous Top Gear presenter.
Yeah, but I thought I was really cool.
Yeah, he did think he was really cool. And then we swapped numbers, and then I went home and literally got like 1 hour's sleep, and then went to France for the week. And then we were just texting all week, which was really, really cute and sweet, and it was lovely. And then the night I got back, so the night I drove back, so I was in France for a week, and the night I drove back, I went out again with the same group of friends, knowing that you would be out, and we met in that horrible pub that you always used to drink in.
Tav.
Got a bit of a stain on your top there, gorgeous.
And
we had
a little smoochy.
A little smooch. And
it was on from them, wasn't it?
It was on from
Yeah,
them.
no mucking about. It was Lauren and David. Bear and plot from then.
And that was in like February, because Emma's birthday is February the 17th, so it's like the end of February. Yeah. And then we moved in with each other the following February.
February the 15th, if we're going to be exact.
Yeah. Which I always forget. So that's how we met. Yeah, that's how we met. That's how we met. And from that to the next important question, what's our favourite brand of tea? Our favourite brand of tea is Barry's tea. We love Barry's tea. It's our favourite. And I just bought three boxes from the decaf tea from Ireland, because you can buy Barry's tea over here. I've seen it in shops, but I've never seen the decaf one over here.
No, only the normal version.
What has normally happened is that whenever we've gone to Ireland, we've always brought Barry's tea back with us. We're going to Ireland in the summer, so we can bring some back with us.
So we've got to make this stash last.
Well, it's 3 boxes, it should do. There's 80 tea bags.
Yeah, we've nearly gone through. We've only got about 6 left of the first box.
No, we haven't, because they're all in the pot.
Have you put them all in the pot?
Yeah.
Oh, you're clever, aren't you?
They're all in the little decanter that I made.
Right, we're fine then.
I shouldn't have told him that. So yeah, we should last. But then also, like, people have been kind enough to buy it for us. My sister bought it for us before.
Yeah.
You put a box in my advent calendar. They've normally been gifts. But if we can't get Barry's tea,
Mercedes and
Johnny
bought
us
a
2
couple
boxes. Yeah. So yeah, normally people buy it for us as gifts, which is very, very sweet. And yeah, I got a box. We normally get one for like in our advent calendar, don't we? One of us. So yes, but if we can't have that, Yorkshire tea is quite a good dupe for it, isn't it? Again, that's quite pricey. Ordinarily, it's just like supermarket brand, like decaf stuff. But yeah, Barry's tea is my absolute favourite. Lauren, have you ever heard of Killing Eve with Sandra Oh and Jodie Comer? Season 2 starts tomorrow. Yes, I have.
Does it start
I have
tomorrow?
watched it. Yeah, I knew it because I knew it was on BBC America at the moment.
Oh, man.
I watched the first like 4, which I think I might be the only person in the world. I watched the first like 4 or 5 episodes, loved it, and then just didn't watch any more. But need to watch it again. Now I'm like big Phoebe Waller-Bridge fan. I need to watch it again. And thank you for the reminder that season 2 starts tomorrow. That's very exciting. So yeah, my mum loved it. Francesca says, "What's my favourite fruit?" Mango.
Red grapes.
Oh, grapes are nice though, aren't they?
Only
Mango.
red ones though. I don't like white ones.
Do you guys believe in star signs, and what are yours? I don't know if I believe in it. I feel like because it's weird, isn't it? Because like some of the things they say, like I'm a Sagittarius, and I'm not a very good Sagittarius because Sagittarius is normally sporty, and not like me basically. David, you are a
Libra.
Virgo. Oh, are you not? I thought you was a Virgo.
No, I'm a Libra. I think I just missed the Virgo.
We don't know each other.
No, I don't know star signs anyway.
Yeah,
I don't really.
I don't know, but then I do think they say then I think maybe they do say.
I think I used to read them a lot when I was younger, but I don't.
I
read
read
them
somewhere that Sagittarius and Gemini do not get on, and I've had 2 ex-boyfriends who were Gemini. Sorry, David, I did have boyfriends before you who were both Geminis, and we did not get on at all. So yeah, that's what I've heard. What else is there? Have you tried sable grapes? They're the best if you are a red grape fan. Are they the ones that are? Can you get them in like candy floss flavour?
Oh yeah, they were good.
Oh, someone's saying milk, no sugar. Geminis and so. Maybe I read it wrong, but I just remember hearing that once and just equating that to 2 of my ex-boyfriends, both being Geminis and just not getting on with them. But I won't talk about ex-boyfriends anymore because David will just start crying. Martha Bookdragon said, if you were a biscuit, what biscuit would you be?
Oh.
Ginger nut, probably.
I'd probably be a
resilient.
A double thick Oreo.
Why?
Because
you got all stuff in you.
I'm all big and fluffy.
Fluffy stuff in you.
Yeah.
Bookish Nymph said, have you ever had Ahmad tea? Never.
No, never even
heard of it.
Ahmed tea.
Never heard of it. So yeah, so I think that might be it now. We've been doing this for about an hour. I hope you've all enjoyed it. There's 129 people there now. So yeah, we've been going just over an hour. That's all the questions I've asked.
You got any ones for me?
Else? Have I got any questions for you? So if you could pick a famous author you love to see create a Netflix TV show based on the life of Hans Christian Andersen, who would it be and why? Very specific question. I'm not quite sure. Martha Bookdragon is saying we've loved it. I've very much enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming along. I think I will do these on the regular. I think I would stop reading the questions.
Oh, okay.
I think I will do this more often because I very much enjoyed chatting with you.
Very important questions just coming about my sweetie table. What do I always have to have on your sweetie table? I always have to have Toblerone. I love Toblerone. What else do I need to have?
Straws.
I need to have the straws for you, but I like the tubs. Like the tubes of like Milky Bar buttons and Smarties and Rolos. I like having them because they remind me of being a child.
Very cute.
And I like them. And I like a Terry's chocolate orange as well.
Lovely.
I think that's probably about it. And then just whatever else I see on the day.
Very cute. Right, we've got to say goodbye now.
All right.
Thanks so much for watching. I really enjoyed doing this, and I will definitely be doing this again. I just feel like it's nice. Like it's a nice way to have a chat. Like although we do chat in the comments and stuff, it's always nice to do this. But yeah, I think that's it. Anything else? I'm gonna go and have a bath now.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in after you.
Oh yeah.
I am.
I'm gonna use a bath bomb. I'm not gonna use your one.
No, that's fine.
And I've got a new fresh face mask. Do you want to get Minnie just to show her?
If I can.
Come on, Monty. Come on, little girl.
Right.
Here she is.
Looking happy as ever.
Oh, no, she's not up for that at all. Sorry, you can tell who rules the roost in this house. Oh, God, Labour! Yeah, so thank you so much for joining us both on this Saturday evening. Hope you're all having a lovely time. And yeah, tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. I don't know why I put them on at 6:30 a.m, but I always do. My vlog from Cozy Reader Night will be going up. So yeah, that's it from us. And
enjoy your Saturday night.
Enjoy your Saturday night. Thanks for the subscribers. If you're new, if you've been here for forever, you're all wonderful. And I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess, for another video.
If you're going out boozing after this,